So at the time of introduction, there were terms like to be in the center, to be conscious about, self-realization, awakening, all these words. What are they? Center. What is it? Is that a certain point inside us we call center? We are normally using the word center. Yes, I am in my center. Before we understand what is center, let us understand what is not center. If we understand what is not center, we quickly understand what is center. For example, we are living in this world, a risky world. Living in the world with a human form is very risky. You agree with me or not? Very risky. Taking a human form, taking the incarnation as human form is really a challenge. That's why many people, when they are on the path of spirituality, they just worship their favorite God. Oh God, give me no birth. I don't want to come back. That's the ultimate prayer, isn't it? To the favorite God. Please, God, please don't bring me again to this world. Let this be the last birth. Why? Most people wishing for the last birth, this birth. Because to be in human form and living in this world is such a risky phenomenon, such a challenge. Let's see what is this challenge. Here is an inner challenge and the outer challenge. Two challenges one has to face in our day-to-day life. It's not that few days in a year, no, every day. If it is few days in a year facing some challenges, all right, we can escape from that. We can go to some other island on that day. That's not the case. Every day one has to face challenges, the inner challenge and outer challenges. When I say challenge, I am not saying about earning money, building a big house and creating a family. That's nothing when compared to the challenges which I am mentioning now, which I am going to mention. Anybody can create a family, it's not a big deal. We have so much energy, we have so much knowledge and power, we can create family and whatever we want. That's not a big challenge actually. The big challenge is about just be with our own mind and the minds of the people around. We are surrounded with a lot of minds and we carry our own mind, isn't it? One is the internal challenge, another one is external challenge. We don't know when you move into some people and start communicating, relating with them, we don't know what kind of reaction going to happen to you. Are you sure? Yes? Are you not facing every day? Today how many you faced? Maybe 4 or 5? At least 4 or 5. Every day we are facing as a consequence of the external minds. We can predict about a cat. I have been playing with a cat since I arrived here. We know what a cat is, what the cat will do. At the maximum, it may create a little sound here and there to ask something. Now you look at, now it is looking at curiously what these people are doing here. Why they require satsang? I don't require any satsang, but these people require satsang. See the response. See the response. How beautifully responding. You see? So, when you look at a cat or a dog or any animal, whatever you look at, you know. You know the nature of that. You know the nature of a cat. A little bit difference here and there. Some cats are ferocious, some cats are soft. There's a cat in my ashram, very peculiar cat. When you start the satsang in the evening, it will come, it will sit in the last row and meditating perfectly. Amazing. At least we can judge about, we know. We understand the cat or the rat or anything except a human being. When it comes human beings around you, communicating to you, you don't know what kind of reaction they are going to show on you. It's uncertain. You may say something, they may react in a different way. Isn't it? They may show love or they may not show love. They may show even hatred. They may give you certain energy of different kind of energy around you. Possible. We don't know. That's not the case with anything else except human beings. A cat, you can expect what it will do. You can expect with everything except human beings. We don't know. What kind of energy they will pour on you. What kind of reaction they will pour on you. Uncertain. They may make you happy or they may make you unhappy. Anything may be possible. Just a possibility. That's why I say it's so risky to live in the human form in this world. Different people carry different kind of tendencies. Tendencies. Of course, there are many people, they carry pure love. You are sure about them. You can confidently walk towards that person. By just looking at that person, you will be completely in the field of love. There are many people, but not all. Mostly risky. We don't know. Even with your own family members. Isn't it? Mood. There is something called mood. M-O-O-D. Mood. Heard about that? Mood. We have to look at somebody, what mood he is in or she is in, then only I can speak to that person. If it is in a very bad mood, I have to go away. Good mood, okay, I can speak now. Good mood, bad mood, intermediate mood, angry mood, many kinds of moods, sad mood, suffering mood, or happy mood, silent mood. It's not a mood. Silent is natural, of course. There are some people, mixed moods. Move with them for 1 hour continuously, you will find at least 10 types of moods in 1 hour time. You will be confused how to relate with this person, unable to relate. Because to relate, love is a base. Without love, how to relate? How to relate with the mood? Mood means changing. Where you will catch the person when the person is keep on changing psychologically. Isn't it? We are trying to understand what is center. Hence, we are discussing about what is not center. Some people think that seriousness is their center. We have to investigate. Is it real? Seriousness is my center? Some people think sadness is their center. Is it so? We are just investigating on what is not center. The moment you rule out what is not center, when the final examination is over, we know what is center. Sometimes the person thinks about suppression is the center. Suppression. Have you not seen some people? It's not much in Western world, more in Eastern world, especially India. Suppressed, most suppressed. They think it is the center. Suppression is my center. Sometimes people think frustration is the center. Frustration. We have to examine, is that my center? Some people think fear is the center, fear. They say, yes, it's quite natural to be fearful, it's quite natural because it is my center. I've been living with this center for 30 years. Since because one is living for a longer time, they decide that it is a center. How many centers? For a single person. Too many centers for one person. This is exactly called split personality. But actually, the schizophrenic situation, what the psychiatric department is defining is totally different. What we are understanding today is totally different. When a person starts thinking and living that suppression is my center, sadness is my center, fear is my center, every 1 hour changing the center, morning 6 a.m. one center, 7 a.m. another center. That is what you call mood, You call mood, I am discussing in terms of center. Jumping from one center to another, jumping from one center to another from morning till you go to the bed. More than the jumping of the monkey, more jumping, thinking that that's my center. Watch the people when they are in anger. For about 15 minutes, 20 minutes they are in anger, they think that is their center. At the time of anger. After 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, they shift from that center to another center, laughing. From anger to laugh. Or crying, or dancing, or singing, changing. Many centers per day in a single person. Mood changing, center changing. Are they the real centers? We have to examine. If they are not my centers, then what is my center? When the moods are changing from one to another, another to another, there is a space between two moods. There is a space between two moods. Have you watched it or not? For example, a mood of excitement, shifting from the mood of excitement to another mood of depression, for example. Two moods now, excitement and depression. You watch keenly, there is a space between the excitement and depression, depressive mood. Mood of excitement and mood of depression, there is a small hairline gap. You are not suddenly moving from one mood to another. There is a minute space. But normally we don't watch it, that's a problem. We are aware of the excitement, we are aware of the depression. We are not aware of the space between the two. That's a problem. Now I can easily define Tantra. Tantra is insisting to aware of the gap between the two moods. Now you tell me, Tantra is sex or something more? That's not that. Tantra also says not only aware of the gap between two excitements or two different polar mood changing, also aware of the two poles. What a beautiful, complete path. First, it is giving a clue for you to watch. You are not watching it. You are aware of the excitement or depression. You are not aware in between. Now you are aware in between two. That is the first recommendation. Don't jump. Suppose you jump from there. You are concentrating here and there. What about in between? What about the middle? Normally we don't watch the middle. Either we concentrate on A and B. We know only A and B. What is in between A and B? We don't care. There is always in between. The other is not formed immediately without a space.
Between waking and sleeping.
Between waking and sleeping. See, actually, during the introduction, she said that waking up, awakening. What is awakening? You are awakened with the excitement. You are awakened with depression. You are not awakened in between. You are sleeping in between. It is like you are awake when one signal is coming, and you are awake when the second signal. You are sleeping in between. What will happen?
You miss the light.
Accident. When somebody is sleeping in between the two feelings, two sensations, two different modes, one is missing life. We think that the mood of excitement, the mood of depression, these are all centers. But when we examine very deeply, the space between two moods is your center, a real center. The real center means vastness. Unlimited, eternal. Then what about the excitement and depression? They are bubbles. They are simply bubbles. Bubbles from your center. You think that is the center. Now we need to bring an intelligence to understand what is my center, what is my real center. Not only understanding what is my real center and live it and live there all the time. The moment you are aware of the space between one excitement and the depression, or one mood to another mood, when you are aware of that, you are in your center. The moment you are in that space between the two moods, you can easily handle your moods. You will not lose yourself in the modes. Whatever mode it is, whether it is excitement or depression or opposite, doesn't matter. They are bubbles. So they are like waves. When you are aware that you are ocean, you are aware of the waves. Isn't it? After all, it is nothing but a part of that. Rising and down. That is what mood is all about. It comes and goes. It's like a wave. It may be excitement, it may be depression, or it may be of any kind. Just they are waves. Are we waves or the ocean? What is my center? Is my center in the mood? Is the mood is my center or something else? The moment one lives in their own center, such person is aware of what's going on inside and what's going on outside too. This is an immediate way to face the challenges. Then for such person, living in human incarnation is not a challenge anymore. This life becomes celebration. However, the people around creating. However, the one's own mind is creating. The moment one is in the center, they are liberated. Doesn't matter what kind of people are communicating to you and relating to you. The moment you are in center, you are full of love. Because the center means center of love. That changes the whole vibration of the area. That changes your own interiority. There's an advantage of to be in your own center. One need to investigate, one need to examine what is my center. In order to find out what is my center, we have to delete what is not my center. Let us be clear. This satsang is like a homework. We need to, this is home, no, this is home. Hence homework.